back with another R7 video, and today we're just going to be doing a simple one. We're just going to be doing an oil change, because I'm very well due, and hopefully weather should be good this weekend, so we're going to try and do some riding. Also, got a new addition to the bike after I got it tuned, and got the tinted windscreen installed. I didn't do a video on it because it was just a super easy install, and I did the other one with the one that was fully tinted where you couldn't see anything out of. But this one's nice because you can actually see out of it. The bike's looking good, I like it. So first things first, let's get this thing up on the rear stand. Alright, so the bike is up on the rear stand, and look what I found. Oh, isn't that lovely? I need a new rear tire anyway, but like, I guess I'm getting one tomorrow. I can probably plug it, but the tire is getting pretty flat. Damn. Alright, well, probably get that taken care of tomorrow morning. Let's grab the oil and start taking. I think on this one you just have to take off this bottom fairing. So you just have to pop off this bottom guard down here and this one. You don't even have to pop it completely off if you really don't want to, but it's easy to pop off. So we'll start doing that. Alright, so for oil we're just using the Yamaha 10W40. The full synthetic, high performance, whatever. And we also got a new crush washer for the drain bolt and the OEM filter. It'll focus. Yeah. So we'll start by popping this panel off and that side panel. So for this panel, it is 3 4mm hex, and then there's another 4mm hex down here. If you come around the front, there is I don't know if you can see it, but there's a push pin right there. And you're gonna wanna take this push pin out as well. So we'll get that done, and then we'll uncover the next portion. Alright, so we got that piece off, and now you can see the coolant reservoir, and there's a 10mm bolt here, or nut. There's another 4mm hex, and then another one down here, and then there's 2 Phillips head screws right here, and then this piece will pop down, and then you can reach the filter and drain out the oil. So let's get this piece off now. Alright, so now we have that bottom plate off as well. So now we have access to spin the filter off, and you have your sight glass for your oil, and then your drain bolt, which is right here, which is a 17mm. Alright, so what you're going to do is spin that filter off and get your drain pan ready. We'll let this drain out. And then what you're going to want to do is take your 17mm and pop this drain bolt loose. Alright, now with your drain bolt popped loose, dunk your hand in the oil because that's always fun, right? Pop this out. See if I can do it without making a complete mess. couple more threads. There we go. And let it all drain out until it's empty. And we will switch the crush washer from the new one in the bag onto the drain bolt. Alright, so we got all the oil drained out and our crush washer swapped out onto the drain bolt. And let's thread that in. I don't know what the technical torque spec is supposed to be for this, but you can kind of just feel. I mean, it's a drain bolt, it's not crazy tight, but tight enough. So we'll get that tightened on, and normally with a new filter, you would take a little bit of the new oil and put it around the seal. But this one comes pre-lubed. Basically, the reason why you do that is so the O-ring will stay in place, it won't pinch up or anything, and that it also ensures that you'll have a good seal. But as you can see, they already have some, if it'll focus, as you can see they already have some sort of lubricant on it, and it comes with a cover to cover it up. So you don't want to crank down on this too hard, but just nice and hand tight so it's not going anywhere, it's not going to leak. And it also won't be a pain in the butt to take off the next time around. So now that's done, we can start adding our Yamaha lube to the motor. I don't know if I have a funnel, actually. So I like to do oil changes every around 1,500 miles. I think I'm a little late on this one, honestly. I usually I'll mark the mileage down in my notes, and then I'll also do this. I'll also go into like the trip settings. So I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm way over. Usually I do around, I mean, I'm only at 2,200 miles, but usually I'll do like 1,500 miles, especially if I know that I'm like riding the bike. So I'll reset that, and that's how I like to keep track of it. It's simple, easy, but let's start getting oil in this thing. 23 R7 takes, I think it's like a little under 3 quarts, or like 3.5, maybe a little bit over 3.5 quarts. I don't remember off the top of my head, but we'll check the sight glass. So after we get it filled up, you start the bike, let it run for a couple minutes, check the sight glass again, make sure you're between that level. I'm gonna be starting mine tomorrow because it's late and my roommate's going to work at like 5 in the morning, or like 4:30 in the morning or something. And this thing is loud, straight piped basically in the garage. It's just like echoes. So I should be able to, I just can't see. I think it's going good. I just realized I never tightened the drain plug. Talked to you guys about it, but I never actually did it. So yeah, you basically just tighten it. You'll feel the crush washer getting crushed. And click, that's good. Proper torque specs. This is also always why you do pre-trip inspections on your bike before you go anywhere. I'll always take a walk around and check out tires and oil. Oh no, I missed. Oil level and just a general look down of the bike just to make sure nothing's out of the ordinary, because if something is and something goes wrong, it's not good. So I'll go over that. I'll check brakes. Just make sure bike feels good. Alright, 1 quart down, 1.5 to go. And so basically what you're doing when you start the bike to check the oil level is you're letting that filter fill up. Because we can't pre-fill that filter because it's on an angle. It's dripped this way, so. I mean, you can, I guess, but it would be very annoying to try and pre-fill. Alright, so we got the rest of the oil added into this thing. Like I said, I'm going to wait until tomorrow to start it and let it warm up, check the level again, and top it off if needed. So then, basically, now all we got to do is just put these 2 pieces back on and call it a day. So that's it. Pretty simple job, easy, kind of self-explanatory, but now you guys know how to change the oil on your R7. So last thing I got to do is reset that trip counter, which let's see if I remember how to do that. I think you literally just hold it. So we'll go into trip A. Yep. We'll reset both of those. How many miles? I'm at 7,700 miles already. Once we get to 8,000, it will be time for spark plugs. So that's going to be a big one because part of me was like, oh, just do it before you get the tune and everything. Because you have to pull the whole tank off anyway. But I was on kind of a time crunch to try to get that done. So soon we'll be doing a video. We'll go through, take the whole tank off again to be able to get to the spark plugs and change those out, and we'll go off the proper gap and how to do all that stuff. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content. I'm really trying to make this stuff work. And see you guys in the next video.